Put your leg on the chair, okay, no.
Hey, so like this?
Exactly.
I said it to say.
No, you cannot put your leg. Go. Now you didn't do.
Welcome to Lunch Republic special Father's Day feature. Today is all about daddy duties, diapers, and managing one of the realest estates of all, which is fatherhood. Joining me today are two of our favorite in-house first-time daddies, AOB, one of our powerhouse sales partners, and Ade, who is the team lead for our customer experience. It is nice to have you guys join us today.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. So, our first question to you, AOB,
Okay.
because you've been in the fatherhood game for a while, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you've had a bit of experience.
3 years actually.
And I've seen your daughter actually. She's really, really adorable.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So our first question is, if your daughter was to give you a Google review, what do you think it would say?
Well, actually, so it doesn't look like I'm actually blowing my horn, right? I wouldn't know, but then I would say that out of 10, I'm sure she's going to rate me 8 or 9, because I would say I'm being an intentional father, actually, very intentional.
That's
So yeah, I think she'll say 8 or 9. Yeah.
Okay, and then what would it be for you?
Yeah, come look at this.
Well, for me, also I'm getting a 4-star, not a 5-star, right? And this would largely be because I'm more of a weekend dad, right?
Ew. The few weekends you get to spend in the house. Of course, I know you're always busy. So that means even when you're home on weekends, you're still working, right? So what ways do you think your daughter has adjusted your work life? Maybe on a Zoom call, you're trying to close a deal, speaking with the clients.
Yeah, for those few calls you do have over the weekend, because I have a number of times she's coming between them.
Give us like a scenario.
So I'll paint this one when we're on a video call and she was inside. I was in my own study and she was hearing my voice, and all of a sudden I said, you know, I was super shocked. However, those on the other end.
Yeah, you didn't see that comment.
No.
Okay, so that's beautiful. What's and then you're smiling.
See me smiling.
Okay, so what has been your experience?
So because I have lots of experiences on that, but then the most recent one happened just yesterday. That's why I'm actually smiling. So I was on a call with a client, with a prospect actually from Canada, and I had to run from the sitting room to my study room to go and pick the call. And unknown to me, because I actually locked the door, but she was just shouting, Daddy, and she was banging the door like, the person I was talking to the hair was like, would they won't break your door? She was banging the door. I had to beg the guy to just hold on, let me just take care of her first. So this has actually happened several times that I had to end call because I had to take care of her and then go back to my calls.
So speaking now to you again, Ade.
Okay.
Our next question is, be honest. What random life skill do you think you've picked up?
Well, I'll say it's cartoon voices, alright? I know so much cartoons.
No.
So once it's coming in, I'm excited.
So now you're a cartoon fan.
Food fan.
So this is the part where AOB gets to sell or pitch fatherhood to us in 15 seconds. Yes.
Fatherhood to me is being able to be responsible for a child. I mean, the first day they gave my child to me at the hospital, tears was down my cheek because I'm carrying life in my hand, right? And I know people have been saying, fatherhood is that, but then that day I realized that I have a life I have to raise.
Yeah.
So from that day onward, I realized that I have to be very intentional about this one.
Thank you so much. So our next question is to you, Ade. From your perspective as a dad, the first time you actually carried your baby in your arms, what was the first thought, the first thing that came to your mind?
Immediately, I laid hands on her. I was like, yes, this is another person. Right? This is a human. And much more than that, fatherhood, like I said, for me, 2 things majorly. Number 1 is being emotional. Number 2 is intentionality, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, apart from all of those steps, I also, every single day, before I go to bed, I'm not in town, we must have a conversation. Like, I must call in and have that conversation. Yeah, and the emotional part as well. I remembered when she was ill the other day and we took her and She was on drip. I sincerely did not know when tears
Yeah.
coming down my eyes, because I was like, I could imagine what she was doing. So it's not only the mothers. Of course, we know men are hard. You know, when you get into fatherhood,
Teaches you a lot.
Your hardness goes soft.
So this is going to be our final question, right? So what's one life lesson in saying fatherhood has actually taught you?
Well, for me, it will still be patience.
Okay.
Patience, right? When you have a child, sincerely, automatically you will be patient. Everybody has this mentality. The father is the man of the house and all of that. You run things don't run you. But
If you don't get it, forget about it.
So what is it for you, Ade? Maybe.
Okay, so like I do what they said, patience, because there are cases whereby, for those who know me, Jamila can be very, very playful. So then you're screaming, "Stop that! Don't do that!" She will stop, she will watch you, she come back. So there are times I really want to beat her, and I'm like, if I beat this again. So the grace for me to just hold on certain things and not do them, right? That's one thing that's taught me. Another thing that actually taught me is I'm always very intentional about not doing the wrong thing in her presence, because I don't want her to pick wrong things. I have to intentionally do the right thing in her presence.
So this is the part where we go to this or that. Would you rather do a diaper change or a single lullaby?
I do lullaby. I change diaper, but that lullaby, now every night, normal. We go sing.
What is it for you?
change the diaper again.
Okay, so what's the most cartoon you've watched?
There's this one called there's this Lulu I don't know the name, of course. Like I said, once you play, I play it off.
What is it for you?
Tell the YouTubers. Oh, now every day we watch our boss.
Okay, so what's the baby's nickname you use indoor? Ideally, you used to think, we can't say this in public, but now, these days, you don't care. You can call him or her anywhere.
So we call her Mimi. Mildred, Mimi, yeah.
Mimi sounds beautiful. What's yours?
D baby.
D baby. What's the backstory?
Distinction.
Alright, thank you so much. I mean, it's been really, really wonderful having you guys here today. It's been insightful, it's been fun. Yes, and so fathers out there, whether you're first time daddy, you've been in the game for years, we are wishing you a happy Father's Day. We celebrate your strength, we celebrate your resilience, and we celebrate the gifts of you. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.